Hey everyone, um, I'm back after another long absence. Uh, I guess this is just the common trend now for me to be gone and then just come back whenever I feel like it. Um, I don't really have an excuse as to why I've been gone per usual, but just wanted to show off how the collection's looking so far. Also gonna show off the Transformers collection, some other figure stuff, but yeah. Alright, I'll start here. What is this? The X-Men shelf. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. But yeah, this has changed a bit. I've added some new characters. Gotten some pretty good ones. Like, I'm pretty sure that Kitty Pryde is new from the last video. Also, I've now decided to get floral wire, and that's helped a lot with space, so that's pretty fun. Don't mind the gap here. This is intentional. I'm gonna put Havoc here when I eventually get him. And then, you know, same old that I've had. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Professor X is new too. Yeah, this one specifically. This is the Jim Lee one. So, pretty awesome to have him. Still have the Select Psylocke. Hoping to get the 2-pack, but Target exclusives suck. So, maybe one day I'll find her. Oh yeah, I think Banshee's new too. Yeah, Banshee's new from last time, but he's on floor wire too. Pretty basic figure, but pretty awesome. Now we got the X-Men villains. This one has changed a lot. I finally got Omega Red and Mr. Sinister. 2 characters I've been waiting to get. I was originally waiting for that Omega Red 2-pack, but it's not much different from this one, and I really didn't want another War Machine, so I just decided to get this one because someone was selling them for a really good price at a vintage store in my town. I also have Avalanche and Blob as well. That's pretty awesome. Juggernaut, he's probably gonna get replaced with the new one. I have him on pre-order. But yeah, pretty happy with how this is looking. Especially just with all the reorganizations I've done. Also, when the new Mystique comes out too, which is also a Target exclusive. I guess we just love our exclusives, I guess, but hoping to replace this one. This one doesn't like necessarily suck, but I just prefer the colors on the other one, and the other one has more articulation. Well, somewhat. I didn't give her the new book, but hey. Oh, you know what? Before I go over here, sorry, this is very disorganized. Got Kratos over here, just on a stand. Probably when I get Atreus, he'll just go right there. I do want to find another spot for him eventually, but it's whatever. We got the Street Fighter, the Jada Toys. I'm debating if I want to get any of the Storm Arena figures, because those figures look pretty cool. Maybe not. I'll definitely get that Dan and maybe the Sagat they revealed, because they look pretty dope. Love the shelf though. Do need to get more. Then we got Batman. Eventually, when we get the DC shelf together, you won't be lonely. It won't be in this little comic section, but you know, it's cool. Moving up, back to the middle, we got all the way up here, we got the Spider-Verse. Yeah. The floral wire has really helped with this, especially because now I get to just kind of hang them all up, preserve more space and stands. yeah, got the Renew Your Vows up there. The Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man and that Amazing Fantasy thing with Stanley there. That was a hassle to get, but it works. It's pretty awesome. Got Black Suit, Scarlet Spider, and then the Gamerverse Spider-Man. That was the select Peter though, and then that's the Miles. Though I did do a head swap with the new Miles because I didn't really like it on that one, so I swapped their heads and, you know, that worked fine. This Miles figure, aesthetically, like when he's just standing there, he looks stupid because of the hips, but when you pose him, he's a really dope figure. Also, I am kind of salty about the fact that they didn't give him complete hands. I don't understand that, but whatever. And then we got all of Spider-Man's villains, his rogues gallery. I finally completed the original Sinister Six. They're in a little trifecta here. And I replaced Electro because I found him for a really good price at Vintage Toy Store. And Mysterio as well. So, yeah. I don't know what else has changed from here besides that. I think Scorpion's new, yeah. But I'm really happy with how this is looking. There's not much Spider-Man villains I really have left besides like Carnage and like some other people. Probably like Rose and Rhino, yeah. Those two. Moving down, we got the Fantastic Four and just mostly Fantastic Four related people. This has changed too, mostly just because I removed some people and moved them from here. But I really like the way this looks. Also got Silver Surfer on a stand. He's not just sitting on a... I think it was like a... it was like for probiotics or something. But that looks pretty cool. And the Watcher. But yeah, still my favorite, some of my favorite sets of figures. And then we got the Marvel Knights. This is a new thing. Well, actually, no. I posted it on a short one day, but this is kind of new, I guess. But I kind of rearranged them, and I added Iron Fist and Luke Cage. I think they look pretty awesome on here. This is actually kind of like one of my favorites. It's kind of just underrated compared to my other ones. Still waiting to get Daredevil. I don't know if I'm going to put Daredevil in the middle with and move Punisher like over here, or if I'm going to put Daredevil like jumping up here. I haven't decided yet when I eventually get a Daredevil, but if that is even remotely possible. Probably I'm just going to get the Mafex one so I don't have to worry about another one ever again. But and then probably some like others, like I need like a Jessica Jones and maybe like Shang-Chi, and, you know. But yeah. And then here we have the Guardians of the Galaxy, and other cosmic heroes. I love the shelf also. Not because it's just so elaborate, but just because I love the way it looks. I was able to find that Rocket, Raccoon, and Star-Lord at the same vintage toy store I keep talking about, which is pretty awesome. I know probably just me buying these now, Hasbro's going to be like, oh, new Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon. Better get them now. So, yeah. Also, I got Rom. I don't know a thing about this character, but he is a really awesome figure. And so I just decided to get him. Because why not? And then Groot. That's a select Groot, by the way. Which, rest in peace, Marvel Select. Now their figures are going to be freaking jacked up on eBay and Mercari, which I hope they don't. Knock on wood that doesn't happen, but it sucks that they're going out of business, especially because they had that new Annihilus that I was waiting for. I didn't get a pre-order in, but I was waiting for him just to release, and now they're not going to fulfill him anymore, which, I mean, no disrespect on them. That was all just because they went bankrupt, but it's really sad they are, because they really were a pretty dope company, but Hopefully we get an Annihilus at some point, because it's another character I do want. But, yeah. Good thing I at least got Immortal Hulk before he really went up in price. Probably need to get Red Hulk soon. But, speaking of Hulk, we got the Hulk section, because Hulk is my favorite superhero, so why not have a little dedicated show for Hulk? This is very unorganized for right now. But yeah, it's just kind of like various Hulk eras. Is like first appearance, the Joe Fixit era, and then there's just like a classic Hulk, and then Gladiator Hulk. And I have a VHS copy of 2003's Hulk, and then the Incredible Hulk as a steelbook one. Apparently it was limited edition when I bought it, but cool, I guess. I'm not sure if I'll ever get Maximum Hulk. Probably not. And then, crouching over here, we got just some miscellaneous stuff. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these guys. Maybe I'll sell them, maybe I'll keep them, maybe I'll turn this into like an Ultimate shelf, even though I don't have much connection to the Ultimate comics besides just reading the first volume of Ultimate Spider-Man. But apparently the new Ultimate series is coming to like an end already. It hasn't even been around that long. I think it's only been around since like, what, 2023 or 20... I don't remember when it started, but kind of crazy that they're already ending it. But maybe that's a good thing. I just realized there's a stand over there. You can't see it. There it is. What I'm pointing at is a little white stand. I need to take it out. Is the Avengers. This is also grown from the last time. Finally have Wasp, Winter Soldier. I don't know if She-Hulk is new from the last time. If she is, then she is. If she's not, then she's not. But it doesn't matter. This is essentially complete. Like, this is basically what I want in my Avengers. Like, there's really nothing else. Maybe like some West Coast and just some other miscellaneous Avengers. But for the most part, this is complete. I'm satisfied with this. But yeah. Nothing else to say here. Now you have the villains, which the villains are probably the biggest priority right now, just because I don't have as many villains. But yeah, I recently reorganized this. It took me forever to do it because villains are very hard to display, in my opinion, just because like when it's like characters like the heroes, they all work in teams, so it works for you to display them together and they all kind of fit together. With villains, it's harder because villains are more individual. They work alone, or if they'll work for an organization, but maybe leave them portraying like it's just those kinds of things. So it's kind of difficult to display villains because of those things. But I'm really happy with how I did this, and if you want to elevate your displays for villains, I highly recommend you get, because I did this for this one and this shelf, get acrylic risers. There's some, I think these are like cupcake risers. I think that's what they are. But I think even you can use them for figures. But I think there's some on Temu as well, because I took this idea from Web Snapper to buy some of these, but I didn't buy them on Temu. I bought them on Amazon because I think they're the exact same product. They're probably cheaper on Temu, but just in case, I would probably say go buy them on Amazon, because they probably won't be because maybe they'll be a little cheaper on Temu. Like cheaply made is what I mean, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I can't dictate what you can do with your money, but yeah, get these risers. They will really, really, really help with this. And this really helped me kind of form what I wanted. Because the thing is like, I don't know why I'm even going on a tangent about this, but with villains, especially this group, where it's mostly, with the X-Men, it's a little bit easier because a lot of the X-Men villains do work together. With like Avengers villains, it's not so much because a lot of them are very solo. And this is a mix of Avengers and Fantastic Four. but you kind of have to like play around with them and see just where they fit. And especially too, because I'm very like, I want the characters to be kind of like in a section where they're all kind of in a specific continuity where like, oh, this is Hydra, like as you can see here, this is Hydra stuff, but then it goes into the Masters of Evil. This is more cosmic stuff, and then the middle is more of the big bads, you know? So that's kind of what I was aiming for. Also, I made a huge balance with MODOK on this side and then putting Galactus on this side. I think that helped, because that's another thing is like MODOK and Galactus are the hardest to display. If they weren't on this would probably be a lot easier. But because Galactus and MODOK just take up so much space and they're so big, it's so hard to display them. And originally I tried to put Galactus in the middle, but it just didn't look right, especially with MODOK. When I would try to put MODOK in, it just never looked right. So I just decided I was like, okay, I'm going to rethink this. And I just put all the bigger, more smaller guys in the middle, besides, like, I guess, Thanos, and then put MODOK and Galactus on both sides so it balances out. It's not, like, completely balanced, but it just shows, like, a greatness in size, I guess. That's, like, one way you could put it, but, yeah. Most of this has grown just because I have Masters of Evil here, which I think is pretty cool. I like the Masters of Evil. I think they're a really underrated team. And I got Hydra. I stole some of this pose from Wallop and Web Sniper. I use Wallop and Web Sniper for a lot of inspirations, but I love the way he displayed his Baron von Strucker. I tried to use another pose, but it was just another basic villain pose, so I was like, I'll just do this, but just not make it as similar as his. I mean, it's still pretty similar, but I think it looks pretty cool. Then got Ultron up there, Doom, the Beyonder. This is something I'm really proud of, is just somehow getting Leader in that stance, and then it kind of bothers me that his feet are like right on Psycho Man, but it's fine. It's not that much of a big of a deal. Still don't have the new Taskmaster, and then this is some scrolls, and, you know, just some cool stuff. I'm really proud with how this is looking. Can't wait to keep, you know, building on it. Mind the Shield. I made this and I don't know where to put it. So for the last thing we'll look at today, we're gonna look at the Transformers, which has changed. I've added more stuff and I've just overall built it more. I have a lot more Autobots now. The Studio Series 86 has come in clutch for a lot of these. That Ironhide, Jazz, that was my dog, sorry. Blur, Bumblebee, then Grimlock, and then Optimus Prime. That Commander Class Optimus Prime is just so good, man. If you get a chance, please, I think on Big Bad Toy Story he's still in pre-order. Oops. Please pre-order him. You won't regret it. He's a really good figure. I do want to get more Dinobots, and then just there's like a handful of Autobots I want to get, like probably like Cup, Ratchet, RC, Elita 1. That's about it though. I'm probably gonna get like the lineup, or most of the lineup from the what do they call it? Was it Image Comics or whatever? Or the Skybound? Yeah, the Skybound comics that have been going on, because those comics are really, really good. I highly recommend you read them. If you want to start getting into Transformers, please read them. They're really good. And then on this side is the Decepticon shelf, which is very small, and I'm using 2 movie figures because I'm waiting for Studio Series 86 figures, because I don't really like the Soundwave figures they have from the Legacy stuff, and Shockwave's just too expensive. But yeah, I'm hoping they do a newer Starscream though, because that mold is kind of old. I forgot this guy's name. I don't even know who this is. I don't even know why I have him, but. And then I also pre-ordered Studio Series 86 Megatron, which I can't wait to have next to my 86 Optimus. But yeah, he's just there because I don't know where else to put him. I'll probably find a space in my Lego shelf at some point, or make space. And then, dang it, I forgot which Decepticon, which Constructicon this was. I think it's, I'm not gonna say. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm gonna start getting them. I'm hoping I truly do plan to complete this set of characters so I can have Devastator, unlike the other Studio Series one. But to be fair, I came in late to the party. This one, I'm not as late because all of them are out and they're all retail. So I'm gonna hope maybe the pipe dream is by the end of the year have all of them. But, or if at least not by the end of the year, at least by like, maybe like February or something. That's probably still asking too much, but we'll see. And then this is all my Bayverse. I've sold some Bayverse since because I cleaned this one out kind of, and I just wanted to make the Bayverse all one. So I sold some Decepticons that I had. I think I sold Lockdown. Not Lockdown. Wait, is it Lockdown? Yeah, Lockdown. Pretty sure that's his name. I don't remember. He was a pretty forgettable character in the movie. Yeah, I sold Lockdown. I sold the other Soundwave that I had. I sold my other Megatrons. I sold my Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, my Last Night Megatron. All I have is this one. And then I do have both of these Bumblebees. There's only like duplicate in this thing, but it's because I like both of the car models. So, I sold Jolt too. This is blocking iron. I can fix it. Yeah. Looks kind of dumb. No. There we go. Looks better. I sold Jolt as well because I was thinking about it. I was like, who actually remembers this character was in the movie? He said nothing, so I was like, I don't even really care for him at all. So I just sold him. I don't know what else I sold, but I'm hoping to get. I want to finish the Wreckers. I almost called them the Wrecking Crew. That's Marvel. And then also need Ratchet. Ratchet is like, once I get Ratchet, I'm basically done with these guys. And also probably like maybe the other Decepticons, which is what, Brawl and Bone Crusher. But even then, I don't even think I want them that much. Maybe Bone Crusher, but I don't care enough about this anymore. Even though this started my Transformers collecting journey, it's a really action figure collecting journey as a whole. I've just stopped caring about them that much. But apparently we're getting another Michael Bay Transformers movie. I don't know who thought that was... I mean, I don't know if we just didn't learn from last night, but whatever. There's also just not much room in here anyways, so I'm happy and satisfied with this. And then this is just Bumblebee movie characters. This is literally it. I think I'll just probably get another, maybe just a Bumblebee for this, and then probably Optimus Prime. Maybe some of the other Autobots. I don't know yet. I don't think I care enough about it, but I don't know. Beast Wars. Someday, probably get more Beast Wars. I've missed out on a lot of opportunities to get them from like Ross. I probably should have bought some of them at Ross, but hey, what can you do? Because a lot of the Beast Wars figures went straight there, even though a lot of them are really good. And this is just the Optimus Prime shelf. These guys are probably not going to be here for much longer. Yeah, I'm probably going to get rid of some of these guys. Probably that Optimus over there, and then I don't know yet. But yeah, that's the collection as of right now. Pretty happy with how it's looking. Nearing completion. And I honestly can't wait to complete it. Especially the Marvel one mainly. But yeah. I don't know what else to say, so hope y'all enjoyed this video after my absence, but see, I guess we'll see y'all later.